Hello, my name is Richard. I go by UltraByRich, and this is UltraByRich Meta Ads. In this session, we're going to be talking more about how to create a local service campaign for your small business for under $500 a month. And this is a great way to geo-target your customers within a 20 to 25 mile radius and have those customers look at your ad, fill out the form, and convert to an initial lead. Great beginning of your sales pipeline. Pretty much every single business we work with has one of these to some extent, and if not multiple, that we have built out for them. So as you can see, it's a crucial piece to every puzzle of the strategy here. But let's jump right in. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to go over to your campaign page and hit create. From here, we're going to select leads. We're going to scroll down and we're going to hit name your campaign. Scroll down a little bit more and start naming it. This example, we're going to name it today's date. We'll give it the client's name, which is UltraByRich. We'll use my name for this example. And then, like I mentioned, we're going to be doing leads. It's going to be using the form. And we're going to take that same name and we're going to copy and paste it to the ad set and the ad. Okay, so to recap, we've got auction, we've got leads, we've got campaign, we've got ad set, we've got ad. From here, you're just going to hit continue. It's going to ask you if you want to do manual or tailored. Since we have a lot more changes to make, go ahead and hit manual. Hit continue from there. From here, you can change any of the typos you may have made with the campaign name, or if you have a special ad category, I have a whole different video on how that works. Generally speaking, you're not going to have a special category. Auction type, leads. We've already set this up. We're not using an A/B, and we're not taking advantage of the Advantage campaign budget. So we do have a different video on this if you're curious of how that works. Great example of how to use multiple ad sets, but in this example, we're going to leave it off. Now, real quick, I wanted to mention to you our Done For You Facebook ads. There's a link in the description for a free one-on-one session where we actually go through your business and talk about how we can optimize and build out your campaigns. It's free to do. Definitely recommend it. Let's get back to it. Great. Go ahead and hit next. Here's where you're going to specify the ad set name. In this example, we're going to use the same name we've already created. We're going to change it to instant forms. We're going to scroll down to maximize number of leads. That's the default option. We're going to select the correct Facebook page and Instagram page. In this example, it's going to be UltraByRich. We are not going to be setting a cost per result goal. And we're leaving these two as default, so you can't change them anyways. Dynamic creative is off. Catalog plus is off. Daily budget, let's start with the 20. And that'll put you no more than 140 per week, which gets you under that 500 per month. You can increase this to about 30. We see most leads in that $15 to $30 range initially. So you can see a $30 budget a little bit over the $500 because now you're $210 a week. But you're also now more likely to capture at least 1 to 2 initial leads. So again, pay attention to that initial cost per lead. This may only net you a half a lead, whereas this nets you a full lead. So just a $10 difference. In this example, we'll leave it at 20. And we're going to set it for tomorrow. And we'll have it start at midnight. And then as you can see, we're going to be running it all the time. We are going to be using the original audience system. So scroll down past the 2 audience boxes and hit the link here that says switch to original audience options. As you do so, it'll populate the original audience. This is where you're going to change the locale. So my local business is actually in Draper, Utah. And in this example, so let's say you had a automotive or a doctor's office or a dentist or whatever, right? You're going to want to enter your actual address. So we have one of our clients that's on State Street here in Salt Lake City. And you can see if you enter the address, it'll actually pull up the address. And then you can do a 25-mile radius around that address. Just delete the other one, make sure that's the only one in there. So there's a great example. If that is your little address, do a 25-mile radius around that. If that's not, you can always do the main city that your business is in. So in my example, we'll do Draper, Utah. Same thing, 25 miles. But once you get that radius set, depending on your area that you're in, the 25 miles should be more than enough. You're going to want a pretty decent audience size here. So if you're in Los Angeles, where it's, top 10 US cities, 25 miles is going to be way too big. So just pay attention to your locale and where you're at. And 5 miles may be enough. But again, that's a very special use case. In most cases, 80% of our businesses that we're working with, we're sending them at 25. So don't feel like you have to do custom there. Second thing is age. I have a whole video on age and why we do this. Definitely take a look at it. But we're going to change it 25 to 64. And we're going to leave all genders, all demographics. And then we're going to specify English US. We do not speak any other languages here at the agency, so needless to say, English is our primary. Okay, so you can see that audience size actually came down and went to under 1 million now, but we're less worried about what that number says, and we're more focused on making sure, hey, we get the 25 miles, we get the age right, and we get the language, because this is going to be as broad audience as possible. And then advanced placement is a great option, especially when we're using forms, because Facebook's going to choose where to put that form to get the most conversions. In this case, we actually don't want to specify it. We're going to leave it advanced. Hit next. Scroll down, make sure it's got your Facebook page and your Instagram page in the right spot. We're going to hit create ad, single image. We're going to leave multi-advertiser enabled. Come down here to our video. Recommend using a video. Video converts a lot better for us. And we've already got a video done here. We'll use this one. Hit next, hit done. And then this is where you're gonna enter your actual call to action. So it'd be book your free one-on-one with, there you go. And then you have your headline. You can see short and sweet. And then this is where you're going to specify the form. Now we already have a form done, so I'm assuming you've seen my form video to create the form so that you can select it here. But in this example, we're actually using a form that is using all of the metadata from their Facebook or Instagram account. So name, company, job title, phone, email, zip code. And then all they're doing after that is reviewing it and submitting it. So very straightforward form. I'm assuming you already have that built so that when you select it here, it's easily done. And then you come over to tracking, website events. We're going to want to turn on UltraByRich, make sure that if they go to the website from this campaign, we have a good track on it. And from there, you're ready to go. You hit publish. And in this overview, you just got basically a playbook on how to get a general broad audience set up in the United States, running a budget under $500 a month, very basic image ad copy here. Make sure it's a good catch, good hook. Again, you can see half of this is going to be your ad and your copy here. If your ad and copy aren't good, you're not going to land a lot more leads off of this. But from there, all you do is hit publish, and then tomorrow at midnight, this campaign will start, and it'll start generating leads for you and put them into your lead center for you to start managing them and call them for the next steps. Thank you for watching this clip. If you enjoyed this content, please leave a comment, drop a like, and make sure you subscribe.